Hey, what's up, Tamer? This is the F from DevsUtopia here. Welcome to the latest episode of Tamer Talk, where we go over everything regarding the Digimon TCG. I am joined back again with the original cast of Fluky, as well as Mafusion, to go over all of the BT9 leaks so far, as well as the latest ban and restricted card list for the Digimon TCG.
Mhm.
Welcome back, guys. It's back to basics, back to normal. First, wait, no, is this the first one of the new year?
It
I
should
think
be.
so. This
Yes,
should be.
it is. It is.
Yes,
It
it
is.
is. Couldn't we sound so confident? Yes.
I,
Happy New
I
Let
Year.
mean,
me let me go to YouTube real quick.
this is your channel, man. Like, do you remember when the last
No,
video
yeah,
was
the
posted?
last one, I think I uploaded it like a day before New Year's Eve. So yeah, this is officially the first Tamer Talk that we recorded during the new year for the new year. And yeah, we're starting off with a bang with X antibody cards. Well, what is it? It's, right now, the translation is BT9 X record, but I'm not sure what the EN name is going to be. And then, of course, talking about the ban list because that's the hottest thing to talk about right now is the ban list. So let's not lose the bandwagon this time. Um, I don't want to. I don't want to. This is a hot topic right now. I don't want to. I don't want to get left behind this time.
No,
You
I
know.
get you. I
Fair
get you.
enough. Fair enough.
Man, lists are always hot topics, no matter what game you play.
Right. So we're just gonna go. There hasn't been a lot of stuff for the BT9 yet. We've just been in those opening like few weeks of here's cards, and everything. So we're just going to go over a few of the things. There's not like it's not going to take us too long to go over BT9, and then we'll go into a lot of further detail for the ban list, for the restrictions list, and actually like make like have a good chunk of this episode will be talking about the ban list and the restriction list. And I'm going to be honest with you, our opinion of how it affects future decks.
Hmm.
Um, so just a heads up for all the viewers. This is the leak side of this. The recap might be a lot shorter than the average recap that we've done in the past. So yeah, let's start off with Doromon. He's the first one on the screen. Got released earlier. The leak got scanned earlier today. It has the on-play effect of you may trash one card with X antibody from your hand to draw two cards. And I and can't. This is black,
Yep.
For sure.
so I don't know how much Doromon needed draw power.
So, okay, the reason why this card is actually really helpful
Hmm.
for like just in general for black decks because I know you're saying like, oh, I'm not sure how Jorman needs this, but it's just
Yeah.
black decks in general do need draw support, especially for X antibodies where most of the time you want to get sources back from your hand or graveyard under cards to kick off their effects. So
Right.
this card is really helpful to kick off some of those effects where you want certain sources in your hand or trash for it. So it
Okay.
is really helpful.
Yeah.
That's
No, I
true.
wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how much because it's like I don't play black in general. Um, so it was like one of those things of I hope this is helpful because like this is really it's not really a plus one. You're playing a card from your hand, then trashing card. It's like a filter. It's like a filter card.
It's a filter that helps cycle cards to at least like get some advantages because I know there's
Yeah.
some cards let you get sources from the trash, so that is helpful
Okay.
for X.
Okay, that's
That's
cool and
true.
everything. If as long as you can get benefit from this being discarded and everything, because it's like it's not purple, and that's the biggest thing. It's like why I wasn't like okay, I don't know how good this card truly is. It's not purple. You can't just grab everything later on. You know what I'm saying? Um, but no, yeah, like any form of draw support is good.
Mm.
I mean, like blue. I feel like what blue doesn't need draw support anymore. What colors don't need draw support anymore? Wait, is it just blue?
Technically, purple.
Um,
I'd say purple has a ton of it.
Technically,
pur-
yeah,
Purple and blue because
they already
I'm
have it,
seeing.
I think, in my
We are
opinion.
draw support purple, baby. Let's go.
All right, so let's actually go down. Okay, I'm not sure if the Gazimon is purple. I can't tell.
Oh no,
I
he is.
think he is. I think he is.
No,
Okay,
he is. He
so
is.
we
I'm
have
pretty.
Salamon on the left, and Salamon X anybody on the left, and Gazimon X anybody on the right. I'm gonna go over Salamon. Salamon is a play cost of 3,000 DP. Digivolves from a level 2 for 0. And it digivolves from Salamon for 0 cost. And it has the effect when digivolving. Check one card from top of your security. You may add it to your hand. If you do, recover one. I feel like I feel like this is an alteration of Lopmon.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's
that doesn't permanently kill you, right?
it's a better. In my opinion, it's a better Lopmon.
Right.
In a way, because you can just you see it scary like, oh, is this card I need? All right, I'll take it.
Right.
And then recover one. So it's kind of like it's a combination of Lockman and TK in a way, which
Right.
I appreciate for as
You
a
might
young
not be
player.
able to look at everything, but at least you can just be like, okay, I need this specific card, or in general, I need that card, right?
And
Another.
oh yeah, go
I was
ahead.
I was about to say another thing I think that makes it a little bit better is just since you can't. Let's say you have a Salamon, right?
Yeah.
Has the Digimon Digivolve right on top of it for
Right.
free. Get a draw, then effect happens if it's on the field. So it's like technically 2 draws for one turn if you do it right.
I mean,
Yep.
you got to also think about it too. A lot of these X anybody cards just justify the idea of using their older versions
Mm-hmm.
anyway. So like, I'm pretty sure no one. I mean, regular Salamon. I can't remember what set the recover if you're at 3 or fewer Salamon was, but that
That's
specific Salamon I think is a staple in yellow, and even more now with Salamon X anybody here.
Exactly.
Honestly, is either this Salmon or the Salmon from
Is that the one that like Yellow or Greymon likes? The one that says like inheritable like neg
yep
1000.
yep
Like those cards really do like stand the test of time a little
yep
bit more
yep and
um with X antibodies being introduced.
and also like you said, that's one reason why I do love the X antibody cards because of the fact that you can
Right.
evolve over them for free or certain costs, and the fact is that like I'm not sure the ruling is for these new black texts, but I'm
Yeah.
hoping that means you can do it over the breeding area. Because if that's the case, that means you have one in the breeding area without even using vectors, digivolve again and draw extra card from.
Right. Honestly, I'm not sure. They'll have to clarify it when it's actually for English and all that, and give us like a frequently asked questions, because I'm not
Base.
completely sure if it's the equivalent of it needs to be in the play area. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Because like
Agreed.
because like it's a black text that's written on the card, and like for this to be this cost, I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect breeding area, but still like I don't know, it's weird.
I
But
mean,
we'll
the
figure it.
when digivolving effect's not going to activate in
Right.
breeding area. I'm wondering, like, how you're wondering, like, hey, can I digivolve my X antibody card over the specified Digimon? You know what I'm saying? I wonder if because that's a safer way to just
To
have some of these lower level X antibody Digimon and still feel safe, right? Because
yeah.
putting it in the play area is still a dangerous game, depending on what meta and what meta we're in. It's a really dangerous game, you know.
Yeah.
And if it does work like that, on where you can just evolve it in the breeding area, wherever you want,
Right.
I would be fully on board with that.
I feel that. And then the next card right next to it is Gazimon X Antibody. It has a play cost of 3,000 DP. Digivolves from a level 2 for 0. Purple, level 3. And then it digivolves from Gazimon for 0 cost. And it has the effect when digivolving, trash 3 cards from the top of your deck.
And that's how you know.
That's why it's purple.
That's why it's purple. Can't confirm. Trash stuff from the top of your. Okay. Yeah, you're purple. Can't confirm now. I don't know. Okay. Like, you ever just the Gazimon that just says no more gaining memory, right? Like, okay,
Mhm.
like that's gonna stay in purple
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
100%.
But like for me, I don't like trashing directly from deck in purple sometimes. Sometimes. It depends on the deck because like sometimes I prefer to actually discard the cards from my hand. So that's why I like Eismon. Eismon scatter mode, because it's the equivalent of, oh no, you get to choose what you discard. I like the controlled aspect of trashing cards from your hand instead of just blind trashing. But that's just because of my high anxiety. So anyway,
What I
like
think, yeah, I 100% agree with you. But I think what they're going for with this is like, do you know how Gazimon, the original one's more of like it's kind of like a stall tactic, and
yeah,
when you're ready to attack, that's when you start attacking with everything.
right.
And you normally don't attack with him normally because you don't want to be destroyed.
Oh, you think it's like, okay, I need to activate
Accelerated.
my combo,
Mm-hmm.
so let's get this started. Like I need to activate my combo. Okay, now let's
Exactly.
turn this Gazimon that's been standing here for like a long time into something that can help me.
Yeah.
Right?
Cause
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
exactly.
That's
Because
valid.
like it also kind of goes with the Beelzemon line they showed last set, I think. Because like Beelzemon, they all just went off of, hey, if it's just trash from the deck or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like there are. I mean, like that entire tribal deck is the equivalent of, no matter what I discard, I'm going to benefit from it. So don't worry.
Exactly.
Like, but like I'm thinking in terms of like right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah,
So that's like
right now,
what always gets me right is we look into the future and be like these cards look cool, these cards cool. But like a lot of our opinions are based off of like what the Ian meta is, right? For
Mhm.
Lilith Loot, my favorite part of Lilith Loot is the equivalent like of teaming it up with Taitamon, picking what to discard, bringing it back, and filtering my hand myself, not blindly doing it, but actually just using effects that say discard a card from your hand. Now this happens. Now this happens. Now this happens. Instead of just no, yeah, just get rid of the top whatever amount from your deck. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure just like how you said, Fluky, this will benefit future like the how the future purple decks play. I'm stuck in the past. I'm looking like a cranky old man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, back in my day, purple.
Back in my day, we didn't play like that.
All right. I'm gonna scroll down all the way to Agumon X Anybody and Gilmon X Anybody. They're fighting for some reason. Or are they fighting? Yeah, they're fighting each other, right?
No, they're not fighting each other. They're fighting
No, they're
someone
not.
else. Yeah, they're fighting someone else. But I'm
I
still
don't
love
know who
these
that
fans.
is. Yeah.
So with Guilmon, that is Terramon X right there that you
Cherrymon
see.
X.
I can see that.
That's
And
Yeah.
not when Agumon's not fighting Gabumon X. That's not Gabumon X.
Is that
no,
Terramon?
Is that
no, they ain't.
Palmon
Mm.
X?
Oh, that's right.
It
Yeah,
might be Palmon. It might be Palmon.
might be.
It looks like flowers.
It's Psyduck.
I hope so. They just start fighting Pokemon in one set, yeah.
Actually, I think it is. I think Mike Infusion
Palmon?
is right. Yeah, I think it's Palmon X. If you Google it, you'll be able to see all the flowers and everything in the claws.
Like
So
the
yeah, it looks.
petals and everything, the wilted petals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, yes, you can tell I'm a fucking green
I
puppy, please.
I
Uh,
think I actually sent you guys the whole X anybody licks to educate yourself off that late earlier this week. So
I
you guys
wasn't
could
able.
see
Oh, I was not able to look at it then. What's it called? Yeah, but
Dang.
I'll look at it now. All I was like, I need to see Gabumon X Anybody. Where is he? Because he looks cool. He look. Oh my god, Gabumon X Anybody looks so cool. But that's
I,
just me being a Gabumon fanboy.
yeah, I'm more personal fan of the Guilmon and Agumon X anybody. Still, so far they're my favorite X anybody rookies right now because like at least right now
I like
the art
Agumon's
they have they
design.
look awesome.
Yeah, I like
Like
how Agumon does almost look like a baby Greymon right now. It looks stronger. The design, the design for the card art makes it look stronger than usual. I mean,
yeah,
X antibodies, they're supposed to be strong enough to survive in whatever atmosphere in the X antibody future, right? Is that the canon with X
well,
antibody? There's a virus that keeps killing Digimon and stuff that
Yeah,
exists,
yeah.
it's
and
a whole lore where the ruler of the digital world basically released
a virus.
um yep to kill all Digimon because they were um there was
Must
a
refrain from making COVID jokes. Oh.
I was actually about to. Dang it. I was like,
Must refrain
yes.
from making corny COVID jokes.
I was about to say like the X antibody is how we wish we look after this entire like thing blows over.
Right,
All the strong survive, turn into beefed up versions of themselves. That'd be cool.
right. But
Kind of
yeah, I
scary.
should read their effects instead of gawking at the design.
Yeah,
They look really cool though.
they do.
Um,
They really do.
okay, so we're gonna start off with Agumon X Anybody on the left hand side and everything. It's a play cost of 3, 2000 DP. Digivolves from a level 2 for 0, and then it Digivolves from an Agumon for 0 cost. Red level 3 Digimon. And that's effect on play or on play when Digivolving. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with either Greymon or Omegamon, Omnimon, in its name, and 1 X Anybody to your hand. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. A searcher that can potentially hit three whole cards in a tribal deck. Really
I am
good.
so
Mm-hmm.
excited for this card. Honestly, I am so excited for this. This
And
is
it
this,
doesn't
this
mean X anybody as like the option card, or does it mean X anybody as like the trade?
on in trade.
The trade? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, so basically, if you hit Greymon, a Greymon name, a Greymon X, and like an Omnimon in your
It's gonna
check.
feel the serotonin levels are going to be through the roof if you actually hit all 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be through the roof if you actually hit a Greymon and Omnimon and an X antibody and traits. If you hit just exactly those 3, man, I'll be like, dang, that's the best search I've ever seen in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think
I
Red needed something like this to begin with, though.
we still
Uh,
need more draw support.
We still, yeah, no, like, but they don't want to give y'all
nah.
draws. They
Yeah.
just want to give y'all searchers, right? Red has more searchers
You're
than
right,
like
actually.
a lot of other colors right now,
Yes,
in my
yes,
opinion.
yes.
You're
That's a
right.
fact. That is a fact.
It's like they don't want to give y'all draw power, so they're just like, just make them search again. Like, oh yeah. And then we're gonna go over Gilmon. He has play cost of 4. He has 3000 DP. Digivolves from a level 2 for 0. It's a level 3 red Digimon. And Digivolves from Gilmon for 0 cost. And when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. And then its inheritable effect is your turn. The maximum DP of your effects that delete Digimon increase by 1000 DP, furthering the idea of making sure that Gallantmon Tribal can continue to, keep playing and this, that, and the other. Because I feel like they're now pushing Red to the idea. Well, at least Gallantmon. How do I say this? They're pushing Gallantmon to be the control aspect of Red, in my
Yes,
opinion, the poster boy of this is how you
uh,
play control with red.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
yes.
not
I
sure if
am
y'all
so
all agree.
no.
No, I
I
agree. I
agree
agree.
fully. I agree fully because like honestly, when I saw this card, and I saw the Galamon X. I immediately thought like, oh my god! Like, as a control player, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this to be
It
um.
feels like, yeah, no, like it really does feel like they're trying to push it red into a different direction, but not like,
Yep.
make it bad, of course. Because I feel like they struggled to do it at the beginning, and then they
Yes. It,
dropped it, and then picked it
yeah.
back up, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you remember Atomic Blaster, right?
Yeah.
Like Atomic Blaster was the first step into it, and then just realized, oh, this is actually really popular. Let me
Okay,
just
cool.
make it even better, even
Right.
better. I'm like, yes, yes, you're doing great, guys. Keep going, keep going.
No, I just thought the structure that Gallantmon was better, as a better attempt at a control red, and I feel like they're going in a good direction. I'm not upset about
Yes,
red being a control instead of
I'm not.
just I need to kill you or I die. Because it felt like for me before, like set 5, it felt like red was the equivalent of I need to kill you or I die.
Yep.
And like,
And now it's just evolving to like, oh wait, you got some little DP. Oh, bet. So now and now it just feels like Red's becoming a Shine Greymon deck, which
right.
I enjoy so much just
And if
watching evolve.
And if you like, you can still, thinking in hindsight of the structure deck, right? This X Anybody Gilmon can come in very handy, especially like if you have a structure deck Gilmon on field, but your opponent doesn't have a level 6. Okay, so now you can abort that idea to warp Digivolve to Gallantmon, and now you can be like, okay, well, Digivolve into this, kill whatever rookie you have, and then let me keep building from here
Yep.
and just keep going up from there, right?
And
Mm-hmm.
and also good thing though too is now you mentioned that Guillemon. Think about it this: if you did pop up like a 3000 less DP rookie
Hmm.
with that Guillemon, you it possibly affected start that Guillemon draw cards as a card did get deleted.
Yeah, because and now it because I don't know. Like I feel like right now I've been hearing a lot of EN players just basically like drop Gilmon immediately after seeing Biomon. I don't think Gilmon needs to be dropped that hard. I just feel like depending on the deck, you know, it's a
Um,
deck by deck basis.
yeah, I agree with that. Like, honestly, I can't wait for him to return when when the EX2 drops here
Right,
in EN, because it just gets so much better. And like just seeing X anybody just made me think like, oh man, this is great. They're giving support to this, and I'm all on board with this.
right,
I'm so happy they did this. I'm so happy.
right. So yeah, let's quickly move over to I don't know how to pronounce
Oh, which
this
one?
Digimon's name, bro.
Oh,
My
oh
Crackmon.
no
Mike
no.
Crackmon.
Amori Crackmon. Amori Crackmon. Wait.
But where'd you get the O?
Yeah.
I, because like I'm going off of what they
The
did in
English?
Digimon Try. Yeah, because
Okay.
Digimon Try, they said like it was like I can't remember how to say exactly, but I know it's like, oh, like the E and I just like go together really with it. It's
Really?
like,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, so we're gonna go
Sure.
from left and right. Maycrack Mori Crackmon Vicious Mode is a play cost 6, level 5, purple and yellow Digimon that has 6,000 DP and can digivolve from either a purple or a yellow level 4 Digimon for 4. And it has the effect when played slash when digivolving, trash one card from your hand, and if the trash card is purple, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. If the trash card is yellow, one of your opponent's Digimon gets DP negative 3,000 until the end of the turn. And then it has the inheritable effect on deletion. If this Digimon has 2 or more colors, gain 2 memory. Um, so you could potentially even steal turns
Hmm.
depending on, because like you can like this I think this card is really good. I know
I
it
think so
costs
too.
4 for a level 5, but at the same time I think the inheritable kind of makes up for it, and it does cost 6. So if you both have tamers, right, if
yep.
both sides have tamers and you're gonna start at 3 anyway, then I wouldn't mind playing it from hand.
I
True.
wait. You're talking about the wait.
The level 5
But, mm,
make Rockmon vicious mode.
Oh, that okay. I was like, wait, hold on. Yeah, because he said playing for hand. Like, wait, playing for hand. You mean
yeah, you can
Digivolve,
play
right?
it from your
You
hand.
can play it
You
from
can
Oh, it
do
hand.
says
It
both.
win
says
play
when
too.
played and when
Oh, it says
digivolved.
win play
Hmm.
too. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, it's all good.
Hmm.
My bad. I literally saw win Digivolving. I didn't even see win play either. Okay.
I
So that
think
tunnel vision.
that the trashing of purple might be better though, because it feels, I don't know. It's like
I was saying the same thing.
I think it
Alright,
depends on the deck.
it depends on the
Like
deck,
honestly,
yeah.
mhm.
like we playing in the Mastermon purple yellow deck.
Hmm.
I agree with that statement. But if it's like let's say
Maybe
like
it's like the
oh
tech
like
for yellow
yeah,
something,
yeah, like maybe like a Shine Greymon deck, or even like a
Sophiemon or something.
yeah, like something like that, where just like where DP reduction makes it so it's more worth it.
Right. It's just the 3,000. I'm like, that's a low number, and that's why I'm like, I'm not sure how much that neg 3,000 going to really
Hey,
come in handy.
hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. I love that -3000 during set two form during like set 1.5 format, where you
Okay,
just like
That's
Angemon and
different
pop
though.
the heck out of Vmon.
but
We
it's
got
like
bigger hitters out here.
that's what I'm
You're right.
saying.
You're
That's
right.
all I'm saying. It's a level 5 that only negs 3,000, right? And it's like it's not different from Yellow or Growl, but like it wasn't a when digivolving or a when played. It was a digiburst, right? So that's
Yep,
what I'm saying. It's like it wasn't a Yellow or Growl was the equivalent of I can do it whenever I want.
that's true.
So that made it more dangerous. This is a on play or when digivolving. So the window is limited, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
that's
true.
the only reason why I'm like I'm not sure how good the discard yellow is because of
I
it.
feel. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I finished. And that's all. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say like I feel like at least for like let's say we did put in a Maxmon deck.
Right,
I think it's a good option though, just in case like if you're up against a deck that does spam rookies, because like
right.
when you think about too, there is a deck that's still living.
Hmm.
Um, the Beamon Rush deck over in Japan, where
Okay,
you have a bunch of Beamons that are so small that like digivolve into this after you kill the Magnamon or something like that, that makes digivolve and then digivolve this to pop it. is
Right.
pretty decent with that strategy at least.
Okay. Yeah, like it's justified depending on what the future holds, right? It's like it's extremely justified more and more. It's just one of those things of like on play or when digivolving. It's like okay, one and that's the only reason the only reason I'm on it so hard is because it's the one and done. But the inheritable is really good though.
No, Hero is beautiful.
Yeah, and then right next to it is Ragulmon.
I
I
think
think you're
that's
right.
his name. I think
I
that's his
think it
name.
is.
I gotta go
I
back to
don't.
watch this one. Try again.
Yeah, like what I'm saying. Okay, so
Mhm.
it's a level 6 purple and yellow Digimon with a play cost of 12,000 DP. It digivolves from a yellow or a purple Digimon level 5 Digimon for 4, and it has the when play a purple or yellow 6,000 DP or lower Digimon from your trash while paying its cost. If your security is 1 or lower, you may play a level 6 or lower Angel or Archangel type Digimon without paying its cost instead. And then its second effect is end of turn. This Digimon and another of your Digimon can jog rush Digivolve into another Digimon from your hand by paying its cost. Now, I think is there a
Okay.
cost yet for Jogras?
Um. Wait. What do you mean? Like?
Like actual memory cost.
Oh. Not really for Jagras. But I think what this card is saying, like, wait, hold on. About paying this cost. I don't know, cause like I remember correct for Jagras, there's no evolution cost for you. You just need both in the field, and then you just go into them and then play it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to figure out, right? It's like what stopped it from Jogger? It wasn't there a level requirement sometimes or no? Or wait.
For Jagras, if you're trying to go to level 6, you need 2 level 5s for it. Like for example, for that. Like
So
the
it
only
can
thing
just ignore the level requirement, it feels like.
is either that or it's because like let me see, hold on. This
It
Digimon
feels like it
and
can ignore the level
wait, is this
requirement,
from
maybe.
wait? It says from your hand though. Hold up. Wait, it says from your hand.
I mean, you still got to have the target to Jogress in your hand. You can't do it from the trash, right? I think that would be a little
Right.
bit too busted.
Yeah.
But that's still pretty good because the fact is that I'm thinking about because like again as an anime buff for Digimon,
Hmm.
I think about Digimon Try and how the most broke well it's not broken but the most evil Digimon in Digimon Try.
Mhm.
I can't remember exact name, but it was a combination of this and a Funimon fall down mode. That makes you think
Hmm.
like, oh wait, you can just form these two into that, and that's gonna be the new Jogras. I'm not sure what's gonna be, but it seems like that's gonna be what they're gearing towards.
I
Is that
feel like
Digimon?
this is Orphanimon fall down mode and what's it called Mastermon support,
Yep.
but it's like I'm not sure
How good it
how
is.
helpful this is because it's the equivalent of I need to come back, so I need to play this, this, and this.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how helpful this card is going to be at the end of the day.
Well, we already know
By the
someone
time
who's
it's
gonna be working in lab on this, so
I mean, yeah, right,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, like yeah,
We-
when we got Oster, Oster that was here last episode and everything. He's a really big Mastermind fan. So if anybody will figure it out, I'm pretty sure Oster will.
Oh, 100%.
yep.
All right, and then we're
And
gonna okay, so yeah, there's not a lot.
oh
I want to go
well
over all the way down to where Garurumon and Monochromon, you know what I'm saying? I want to go all the way down to there. You know what I'm
at
saying,
least
guys? Yeah,
at least up there. Okay, that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm pretty sure everyone else know about Galamon and Greymon
Yeah, like
actually.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure if you guys don't know about a lot of the previous X antibody cards and everything, these have been out and surfacing like ever since 2022 started. We don't want to waste too much time going every little thing.
Mhm.
So we'll of course have in the description of the video on YouTube. We'll have the link to the site so you guys can read the cards yourself. we wanted to keep you guys updated. That doesn't mean reading every single card, especially for the people who are partially already there, you know?
Yep.
So yeah, let's go over Magnemon X Antibody.
Ooh, I've been waiting for this one. I've
Yeah,
been waiting for this
Same.
one.
it's a level 6 yellow and blue Digimon with a play cost of 12, 11,000 DP, and it digivolves from a yellow or a blue level 5 for 3 memory. And then it can digivolve from a Magnemon for a cost of 4. And the first effect is opponent's turn. When the opponent's Digimon attacks, if this Digimon has a armor type card or X antibody in its Digivolution cards, you may change the attack target to this Digimon. And then it has both turns when this Digimon is deleted by putting one card from the top of this Digimon stack to the top of your security. This Digimon is not deleted. And dude, like, okay, this second effect is just a kind of like a better armor release, in my
It
opinion.
is.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
it is. Like, oh my god, I've been wanting to get in this topic with Fuki and you for a minute, man, because like this is a combination of your guys color and my color in one deck, and I'm such a fan of this.
We're gonna have to figure this out because it's gonna be a really fun deck. Like, it was weird because it was like Magamon was a level 4 blocker with like a
Mhm.
glorified blocker, and then it just digivolves into another glorified blocker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just
But
literally just turned into I'm still a blocker. Like, I could just
I'm
punch
just
you.
better.
I'm just better
I'm just
yeah,
now.
no,
better.
Don't know how. Like,
yeah, no, like honestly, with this and the fact that we have um like all right, this along with the Magnamon that um from BT8 just makes me think of so many good combos with this. I'm just thinking like, oh my god, the Magna Rush is just more powerful now
right.
and it's beautiful. Like
And depending
like
on how how your opponent's field is and everything, you can just legitimately say, all right, and this Magnemon goes into another blocker, but this one that can recover. Like, and it becomes more of a nuisance. And
yep,
then the card next to it is the Awakening of Gold Digizoid. If you have a Digimon with armor form and its traits, you may use this card ignoring its color requirements. It is a play cost of 3 yellow option card, and its main effect is one of your Digimon with armor form and its traits may digivolve into a Digimon card with Magnemon in its name in your hand, ignoring its Digivolution requirements while paying its memory cost. The Digimon Digivolve with this effect can't have its DP reduced by your opponent's card effects until the next time your opponent's turn ends. And then the security effect is return one card with Magnemon in its name from your trash to your hand and add this card to your hand. So, really good option card. And it's only a common, by the way. A lot of the best option cards don't even be rares. Sometimes they just be commons and uncommons in
which
Digimon.
Too true. Too
which
true.
makes me sad because that means that like
It might
all
have
my
a
cards were
pre-release.
good in the end. No, well, pre-release are uncommons and rares
Oh
only.
dang, never mind.
Yeah, I know.
Really, really cool card. Like, like in the Magnemon Rush deck and everything, this is going to come in handy. All the Magnemons are just blockers, are glorified blockers. So all you have to do is just make sure you block early game before they start checking security. Just in hopes of maybe there being that card in there, and then it's still added to your hand. And then
Mhm.
any form of just you can't reduce my DP, so you're gonna have to figure out 500 million ways to get rid of me outside of
Yep,
that, but that's okay
yep,
because I
and
arm does armor release stop DP reduction? I feel like it doesn't.
so yeah, that's the only way I think you play around it
Hmm.
is by DP reduction, yeah, because the Digimon itself is gone at
Yeah.
that point. So it can no longer have any power to keep itself safe at that point. So DP reduction I think doesn't work on armor.
So
It
I
works on
feel
armor
like they're
very
future
well.
proofing because they're like, oh, yellow is a really good counter to armor release. But like,
Mm.
here's a yellow card. Here's a yellow card against your worst matchup with armor release.
I love how this deck is turning into Rookie Rush in a combination of Shine because like the last set release on like Option Cartudo just kind of Shine Greymon for I was like, yo, wait, hold on, this is 2-in-1 now. So you got
Nice.
the ultimate combination.
I was just
Like,
gonna turn it into like Vmon Blue Rush with Magnemon sprinkled in. There's so many ways to make. I love the future of Digimon. There's so many different mindsets you can have going into the game, and
uh,
with dual color Digimon and everything,
oh
right? It's the equivalent of it's a lot easier to express yourself and your deck building because again, this game thrives the most, in my opinion, off of the idea of you built this deck, and however good you built this deck is how good it's usually going to go. If the deck
Exactly.
is not built correctly, you're going to fall really hard. Well, you know.
Yep.
Mhm.
And one thing too, like that I love about the game is just like it's not like it's not like, oh, it's one deck you win. You can
Yeah.
still lose with the best deck. It's possible.
Right.
True.
I know.
He said,
Um,
"Trust me, I know." Okay,
trust me.
cocky.
It's like, oh wait a minute, it kind of hits deep. Like,
I know, right?
oh, okay, okay. Are these Nerfatimon and Pegasusmon? Okay, do y'all think these cards are good?
Yeah. Yes, I love.
Okay,
Okay.
which one?
o-
Okay, wait. I
Okay.
think
So
Pegasusmon is good. Let's go. Let me
Yeah.
go. Let's go over them. I
mhm,
think Pegasusmon is better in general.
yes,
I'm just saying that right
Mhm.
now. But okay, so Nefertimon is a yellow level 4 Digimon that digivolves from a level 3 yellow level 3 for 3 and has a play cost of 5 and 5,000 DP. It can digivolve from Tailmon for 0 cost, and it has Armor Purge as its effect, and then it has the when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gains negative 2,000 DP for the turn. Um, I'm glad. Wait, is this the first instance of Nerfedimon in Digimon?
y-
Yep.
yes. Under
hmm
Pokemon
Really pretty
and
art.
And Pegasus, I'm pretty sure as well.
I thought
yep.
Pegasus.
Nope.
No,
This is
I'm
the first.
wrong. I haven't seen a Pegasusmon card. So let me go over Pegasusmon. I like Pegasusmon a lot more than Nerfedimon. It is a level 4 blue and yellow Digimon. It digivolves from uh, yellow level 3s, and it has a play cost of 5, 5,000 DP. Then it can digivolve from Patamon for 2 cost and has Armor Purge. And the when Digivolving effect is one of your opponent's Digimon gains next security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's next turn. I think that's a lot better than Nerfedimon because it doesn't have to attack and potentially die. Just that's the main reason why I'm saying Pegasusmon is better, by the way.
So
I
okay,
can see that.
the reason why I say Nevermon is actually pretty good is
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that like so as the L player and like me and Oster could probably agree on this too. Um, for us like for Mastermon,
Yeah.
most of us do still play Gatomon in there, the promo one that lets you um on like one play you have to do a
Right.
security because block because the purple on the field and you recover one.
Yeah.
So the reason why I say Nefarious is good because in that's really good because of the fact that like sometimes you don't need to block,
Mm-hmm.
but if you do play it, you can digivolve over it into eh, Gatomon into this, and then now Gatomon becomes a rookie rush that like it that
Mm-hmm.
like has a rookie rush card that like saves itself because it's still a blocker
Mm-hmm.
after it gets armor purge. So it
Okay.
makes it so now it's an option to rookie rush if you need to with the Gatomon.
Okay. I
If that
And
get
makes
you.
it
sense.
comes back to Rookie Rush. Oh my
Everything
jeez.
comes back just as
Everything
bad.
comes back.
And also like the Pexismon, like you guys talked about before. Um, and first of all, Pexismon is one of my favorite Digimon of all time. I love Pegasusmon,
Right.
and the fact that they created it like this is so beautiful. But honestly, I love this card because of the fact that it can digivolve over the best Patamon in the game, in my opinion, which is the Patamon that gives you back a memory when DP
The
reduction
starter
happens.
deck one. Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Yes.
yeah. No. That's what I was thinking about because it's the equivalent of okay. Now that Digimon has security and attack minus, it has armor purge. Yes, but
Yep.
also like I can set up my turns a lot better. I feel like now because I can utilize starter deck Patamon, go into that, give something that I can't neg to death, and security attack -1. That's what I'm thinking, right? Something that
Yep.
I can't kill gets -1 security attack, but everything
Yep.
else that I can is gone, and I'm gaining a memory because of it.
Yes, and it's
And
my
that's the
favorite.
mindset that I'm in.
Yep. And also, here's a cool little tip about this card too. This is a yellow and blue. Guess what deck this goes in?
What do you mean?
Magnamon.
Yep.
Oh, oh, I forgot.
We just talked about
I know. I
it.
was like, dude, my Magmon deck gonna have a lot of VMons for no reason. Like, I gotta
It's going to
actually
be blue with Magnamon.
with
That's what
Magnemon
it's
there. Yeah, buddy.
featuring Magnamon.
Featuring Magnemon, dude. He's gonna have a lot of VMons just to be annoying. All right, let's keep on going and everything. We don't have
Yep.
too much left. We got Mochimon, another Digitama. He makes his return
Oh.
now, just messing with I can't remember that form that in what is it called? The baby form. Other than he's
Flubber.
Flubber.
Oh,
Is that
so
Flubber?
Flubber.
Is
oh,
his name
oh,
Flubber?
no. His
Oh, they're gonna be
his name
sick.
is
I was like,
Pagumon.
what? I thought-
No. His name is Pagumon, and then
Poppymon? Okay.
Pagumon. I don't know Pagumon.
Pagu?
Yep.
Pagomon.
Pago.
Pago.
The little green guy is called
Yeah.
Pago.
No, Pagumon. Pagu.
Pagu.
Yeah.
Pagu. Oh. Yeah, it's just Digimon. Thanks. Yeah, like Gunmon and Deputymon. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is a level 2 green Digitama that has the inherited effect of your turn. If this Digimon has type Insectoid, this Digimon gets 1 DP 1000. Really clear cut. I like the art. I'm just going to be honest with you. Really like the art of it. And then just makes Beetle. Oh my gosh, Beetlemon. Wait, Ancient
So
Beetlemon. It
yep.
makes. No, wait.
Um.
Who else is it?
So okay. Do you guys remember Grand Quagamon?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the X Antibody Grant. Wait, doesn't he have a X Antibody card too?
Yes, he does.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So remember him.
Yeah,
This helps him. This helps Hercules Commentary from the EX1 set. This helps out
Ancient
basically.
Beetlemon.
Yep. It
Because I
helps him
think he's
out.
still an insect. I know he's a hybrid. I know he's an insect too.
Yep. He is.
And then we have Takashi Takaru and Izumi and Izumi. Oh my, I cannot pronounce
So
his last
so
name.
also TK and
Koshiro.
You're probably right, Kushiro. Yeah,
Probably.
it is a play cost 4 yellow and green tamer. So at
yeah.
the start of your main phase, if you have a level 5 or higher Digimon in play, you gain 1 memory, and if your opponent has a level 5 or higher Digimon in play, you gain 1 memory. So it basically will put you to 3 if they put you to 1, depending on how your field is. And then also your turn. When one of your Digimon evolves into a yellow or green Digimon, by resting this tamer until the end of your opponent's next turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 1000 DP, and the security effect is just play this card without paying its memory cost.
I'm in love with this card. This is one of my favorite Tamer cards. I'm not gonna lie.
And I feel like there's so much room to pair it off with the most recent dual yellow tamer as well. Because could you imagine having this on field, having what was it, TK and oh my gosh, TK and
TK and
Sora?
No, TK and Kari.
Kari? Okay. TK and Kari. And this on field. So if you have less security, you're gaining 2. Depending on how the field is, you're gaining 2, right? So that's 4 right there. So you better put me to 1, or I'm going to 5 if I have both of those on field, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
then like you can start tapping both of them. One of them is just only when you evolve, but when you do attack with a yellow Digimon, right? You can start negging 2000 DP from a target and all that, or it's those spot removal with too many small Digimon, right?
Yep.
And really think it's cool. Really think it's good.
Honestly, here's another reason why it's one of my favorite Tamer cards in existence. This card paired with a Shine Greymon deck or even a hybrid deck built up together like a yellow hybrid decks. This is really powerful because of the fact that like it gives you an extra DP reduction
Right.
once you digivolve, or like I said before with the cards when you're attacking, which is really good for like Shine decks or any type of hybrid deck that relies on DP reduction. And also, this card makes it so now yellow can play Flower Cannon and cards like that, like, or even Hidden Potential, which is beautiful.
Right.
This card makes Hidden Potential beautiful. So, a
Because
Fluky.
Green Tamer.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
you
a
love it,
green
man?
tamer.
Oh, shoot.
Any form of just I can use these option cards now. I can do this. I can do that. Why do you have yellow option cards in your what's it called deck? Your green deck? Because I have this specific tamer right here. And again, it changes the way that Digimon is played. In regards to the planning phase, now we can test out more things and figure out if this works, if this works. If it sticks to the wall, that's a different story. But what we
Yeah.
care about
True.
is the opportunity to play the game in a
Well,
different way than what we've been doing for what,
Yes.
almost a year? Wait, more than a year now?
Yep. Over a year.
Over
oh
a
my
year?
jeez, it has.
Yep.
Oh
Happy
my
anniversary,
god.
guys.
Heavy, right?
Dude, it's gonna
Okay,
be the anniversary 2 years for like in November
that's gonna be
since
great,
America basically got like the pre-releases and everything.
dude. Man,
Oh my
I'm glad
jeez.
I'm here for the ride. They keep having more and more stuff and everything. I'm still down for it. They haven't done anything egregious in my eyes yet. Okay, so last thing we're going to go over, then we're going to talk about, move on to a different topic and everything about the ban list, is
Yep.
where Garurumon X Antibody and Monochromon. So let's start off with where Garurumon. It is a blue level 5 Digimon that digivolves from a level 4 for 3. It has a play cost of 8,000 DP, and it can digivolve from a where Garurumon for 0. And then the wooden digivolving effect is unsuspend this Digimon. Then, if your Digimon has where Garurumon or X Antibody in its Digivolution cards, return one of your opponent's level 4 or below Digimon to their hand. Love the art. Now, I'm still worried. I'm not sure if this is going to be able to tie into Sagittarius mode. So that's what I'm mainly worried about. Because Sagittarius mode doesn't he have jamming if you
Um.
digivolve over where Garurumon?
Yep.
Um, and I wonder if it's where Garurumon specific. So, I feel like this is a better Sagittarius mode, to be honest, right?
Yep.
Um, or if you can just make it where you can play the promo where Garurumon, where you can swing and unsuspend, swing again, and then now you unsuspend with the X antibody and all that. It's really aggressive plays before you get to level 6. And I feel like Blue has that already, but not like, how do I say it? Blue really excels at, just because I'm not at level 6 doesn't mean I can't do anything. And I feel like this helps the Garurumon tribal decks fit that same mold. Am I making
Good.
sense, guys?
No. No,
Yeah, it
you
makes
are.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense because like playing against blue players, a lot of times I had to like kill you before you get as far as like, oh,
Right,
at level 4. All right, good luck.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like, this makes the Garurumon tribal decks a lot more aggressive. I mean, more aggressive than they already were, right?
Mm.
Because again, it's the idea of, I wish Green could get to this point, right? Because like Green, to me, feels like until set 7 in like sometime in set 8, it's the equivalent of like never swing with your level 5s. It's just not worth losing them. Meanwhile, blue and red and yellow are just like, all right, just go ahead, you'll figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just the
You'll make it
equivalent
through.
of like, you'll make it through, bro. You're fine. You're fine. Um, and then Monochromon is right next to it. It is a level 4 black and red Digimon. It has a play cost of 5, 6,000 DP, and it digivolves from a level 3 black or a level 3 red for 2. It is a blocker with the when attacking, lose 3 memory instead of the usual lose 2. Um, I feel like we're going to get more of these, and it's going to be the equivalent of, here's a blocker again. We hope you use it. Just don't swing with it.
Mm.
Just don't swing with it.
Don't
Um.
swing.
For me, I actually do like this card too because like, um, the black or gray mod, the red
Hmm.
and black one
Yeah.
pairs up well with this because it's one of those things that now you have like now you can make a blocker in the deck, which a deck had a problem with sometimes like, oh, I need a blocker. There's nothing I can really digiball with this red Digimon into
Yeah.
this. Now you have the option to do that without putting in just a pure red Digimon. Now you put a black one there and digiball over this. It
And I
makes it
do
easier.
and I do feel like this is necessary. Having blockers be the dual colors and everything is very necessary for the option cards that are dual color. Because remember, for the option cards, you need to have both colors unless it says otherwise for the
Yep.
dual color option cards. So having that blocker as an option to be on the field constantly, unless you're willing to trade it off because maybe you're about to lose or whatever, right? that's very important. I went online briefly, and I feel like some people were upset about it because they were like, "Well, why run Cordramon and why run?" Because I'm like, okay, how I said it. I don't want to be a really negative with this, right? But it's the equivalent of I saw too many people saying, "Oh, this is this power creep." I'm like, no. Again, really wish that people wouldn't just go straight to power creep every time something's revealed, but it feels like
They do.
sadly the internet is just the internet. We can't control it. Oh well, can't cry over spilled milk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um the 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 when attacking losing 3, it was passable with older blockers. Losing 2, that didn't matter as much. If I need to just do it, I need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now losing 3, okay. If you're swinging with this dude, you better be able to win. Or you might just have a lot of memory, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I still
Uh,
like this card, honestly. I
I
still
like
do.
it. No, I like it too and everything. I don't hate it. But like you better be able to win if you swing with this,
Oh, 100%. You only do it for a finisher.
because it's also a dual color card. So now it has more value if it's alive, in my opinion. Every time a card has dual colors and everything, and you have option cards that are dual color, it has more value for it being alive. Personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the equivalent of like I really want to make sure to use this option card when I need it, not when the equivalent of I need to do this, this, and this just to use this option card. So now having this blocker and like if you swing with it, you lose 3 and you can potentially lose this guy. And now if you do have um what was it called? What was it? Evil guy, black Gaia Force?
Oh,
No,
Dark.
A
dark
dark Gaia
dark
Force.
Gaia Force. And if you have dark Gaia Force in your hand and you lose this guy and you don't have nobody else, well, okay, that's a misplay, right? Well, that's that sucks. Oh well, you shouldn't have swung with it. Now you can't use dark Gaia Force. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the biggest reason why I'm like I really do enjoy this card. I am I wrong? Has there been dual colors for every other for blockers like this for everybody else
I
yet?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think anyone else. I think it's the first dual color blocker. I think. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure. It's
other than Magnemon, Magnemon doesn't count. Magnemon doesn't count. It's
Oh
level
yeah, he
6 with a
doesn't.
special effect.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think
Okay. And yeah, there's more cards and everything to all the viewers, and there's more cards. I'm scrolling over them now on the YouTube video and all that. I implore you, if you really do want to know what these cards do, please, please go to the site. And oh my gosh, I'm like drowning on air right now. Like it's great. I'm trying to
Scroll
talk and
down.
everything, and I'm drowning on air. Can't even talk and all. You know what I'm saying? Uh, no, yeah, yeah. If you guys want to learn about all these other cards and everything, please go to the description. Look at DigimonMeta.com. Look at all the leaks that you can that we did not go over, and just learn about the future of this game and be just as excited as the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
So with that all said and everything, it is time to talk about the ban
Ban
list and
list.
restriction list
Ban list.
that came out, I think at 3 a.m. for
yeah.
EST. 3 a.m. EST for us.
Yep, you are correct. You are correct. I was up when it came up.
Yeah, no, I was surprised that it came out so late. I was like, they made posts throughout the day, right?
Mhm.
Um, but like I was surprised that they announced it so late. Not late, early in the morning.
Yeah, I was about to say because I
Well,
mean they're in
They're in
Japan.
Japan, so
The time
technically,
difference. Yeah,
yeah, there's
they
just
did
a
on their
huge
time.
time difference, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, I'm hovering over Mega Digimon Fusion. Mega Digimon Fusion is actually just banned, not limited. This is actually a ban list now. I mean, well, is it a PowerPoint or is it a ban list? This is the only
Um.
banned card we have
It
So
literally is.
yeah,
Yeah.
if we're on about Yu-Gi-Oh terms or Pokemon terms, yes, this is the official ban list now
because
because
we actually have a banned card.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
So effective on February 25th, Mega Digimon Fusion will be banned. So the reasoning they gave is because BT7 Susanomon is a level 7 Digimon that can digivolve from a Tamer, allowing you to use this card to evolve Digivolve for free without the need for a level 6 Digimon, speeding up the metagame and restricting viable decks in the format we've decided to ban this card. As such, we've decided to ban this card. Many games end in an early or mid game simply by using this card to Digivolve into a finisher, so we believe simply restricting this card will not be enough to fix the issue. For this reason, we're choosing to ban this card instead of restricting it. Now, I guess we're stuck with win rate 60% because what now we don't have the option for Mega Digimon Fusion anymore, you know?
Which
That wasn't it. That wasn't a pun. Oh, let me stop.
Again, there goes again. So always starts with 1.
6:55
but-
p.m. me.
I'm dead.
Timestamp.
I'm dead. But honestly, I agree with Bandai with getting rid of this card. I'm not gonna lie.
Because it's hard to keep justifying Mega Digimon Fusion when it's the equivalent of the best deck in the format keeps getting better and better because now you can just Digivolve for free.
Yep, and that's the thing though too. Like this got released here in America, we definitely would have used it to a higher degree because of that is that like this card can be stacked, so you can do this more than once.
And I didn't even know that Susanoo it makes sense that Susanomon treats a tamer as a level 6, right?
Yep.
But like
Yep.
I didn't know that was even a combo because I
Yep.
haven't been doing so much research into set 8, set 7 as much.
I have.
We've been stuck in set 6 and EX1, and even for nationals, right? It's
Yep.
only for EN nationals set 6 and it's going to be EX1 format. So because of that, I didn't do that much research into Susanomon.
Man, I did research. Ever since the card was first announced.
No, yeah, Scott. We leave a lot of the research here. I'll just go in blind. Like I'll go in blind as much as possible. I don't disagree with it. I mean, it sucks to be Lilith Loop, right? Because like it feels like that was Purple's claim to fame anyway. But I guess we really have to just use win rate 60%. Win rate 60%. Let me actually pull it up on Digimon Card.dev. Actually, before I start. I was about to go off of it through memory, and I'm like, let me not do that. All right, win rate 60%. It has a play cost of 2. If you have a tamer in play, you can use this option card without meeting its color requirement. It's a white option card, so cool, thank you. And then the main effect is the next time one of your Digimon digivolves this turn, you may trash one Digimon card in your hand of the same color as the digivolving Digimon to reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 4. Now, with this card saying the next time one of your Digimon digivolves this turn, because again, you can use it for Susanomon, but now it's not free, right?
So here's the problem with that. For Susamon, because that card does say you need to card a card the same color, right?
Yeah.
Susamon's white.
No, of the digivolving, not the target, the digivolving.
Because like you're trying to digivolve to white Digimon, right?
No. The previous card, not the level 7.
Yeah, it says the digivolving Digimon, not the digivolving.
Oh,
the target, not Susanomon. You don't throw away white.
Oh.
You'll throw away like if you're going over like a blue tamer, you get rid of a blue card from your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
I think so. But
that's the only reason it's useful. Do you know how crap this card would be if you had to actually get rid of a white card from your hand to go into a white card?
I mean, that's
could be balanced.
I thought you already knew about. I thought you already knew about this one because you said Lilith Loop likes it, and I thought you understood how it worked.
Yeah, I said how it worked for like discarding a purple card into it, but like I'm trying to figure out can you do it over tamers though? Because
you can do the Mega Digimon Fusion for tamers.
Because it has a.
That's why it's banned because you can do it for tamers for Mega Digimon Fusion.
That's fair. That's fair then. Okay.
Because it says the same thing, you know, digivolves from level 6. The next time one of your Digimon digivolves from a level 6 to level 7, to
Yep.
level
Okay. Yeah.
7 this turn, right? And they're considered Digimon when they're being digivolved from a hybrid. So, to my knowledge, it will work like that until Bandai says, "Oh, actually, screw all of y'all." You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, right? It's like, oh, okay, never mind. But now it actually costs memory to digivolve again. It's no longer free.
Okay, that's fair then.
It's no longer free. Now it costs uh 2. It costs base 2, and then whatever 4 minus X, whatever it is, right? So, for example, right, if you wanted to go from Lilithmon into Zord, you would need to pay 4 because it would cost because like 6 minus 4 is 2, and then the option card costs 2. So you have to pay 4 in memory to go into Zord, and that's better than nothing. Just saying.
True.
Now that Mega Digimon Infusion is banned, there is no free option, and it's better than 6. So it's better than paying 6 outright. This is a math game at the end of the day. If you can pay less to get into your win con, you might as well do it.
Yep.
But yeah, now that this is fully banned, we have to use win rate 60%. There is no maybe, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I don't know how this is. I'm not sure how meta Lilithmon Loop is going to be, though, after this. I think it might go from 1.5 to 2.
Yeah. Yes. It. Yeah. Love move. It ain't gonna be 1.5 for a while.
Yeah, I think okay. So originally, right, I believe that Lilith Loop has always been 1.5. It can steal games. It's a late game deck sometimes, or you just hit the nuts, right? And then you're like you're just able to get a Zord on field like turn 5, right? But like usually it's late game because the Jack Raids don't activate until you discard so many times. And I think it was always a 1.5. You have to think about it and worry about it and still know how to play against it. But now that Mega Digimon Fusion is banned and it actually costs memory to digivolve into Zord, into Susanomon, or whatever, right? Now that it actually costs memory to do it, that might make the deck play differently as well as just never be the same again.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. It's one of those things where like Lilith was so strong because of the fact that like it was so efficient with memory
Yes.
to the point where just like okay, everything's basically free.
Right.
But now you have to get Lilithmon on the field first and then use that option card.
I think Lilith Loop might be the secondary combo, not the first idea. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be uh the supporting feature of the deck, not the main. This
Feature.
is this is at 4. This is da da da. No. Now I feel like it might be that secondary out. Like this is something I can go into if I need to, right? Um, Honestly, I'm not sure if that's a bad thing yet. It's just yeah, no, like there's a lot of memes right now about Lilithmon just like fading away like the Avengers like meme and all that. It's like, oh, I don't feel so good. Like
I don't feel so good on my tamer.
all right.
I'm going to light.
We're gonna keep on going. Okay, so right under it is reinforced memory boost, effective on February 25th, 2022. Restricted to 1. Decks can only include 1 copy of this card. And then it's the equivalent of this card proved considerably more powerful than the other memory boost cards and exceeding our power level estimations when used in specialized decks such as non-yellow multicolor control decks and the Reaper decks. Thanks. We believe the card is too generally powerful to be left unchecked and have decided to restrict it to 1 copy. And I don't disagree.
I don't think anyone would disagree with this.
Well, only the security control players would disagree.
Yes.
Because they wanted to. Now they got to play Holy Wave again. Shocker. Wow.
Yeah. Because like here's the thing about this card. I'm a yellow player and like I was gonna play this card in yellow hybrids. And drops everything.
Dude.
Even I think this card needed to go because this card was the equivalent of like, okay, let me see what cards I hit. Oh, a Tamer there? Oh, bet. Let me put the Tamer up, and then let me get the card I need.
Or just,
Or,
in Scary Show, is he cool enough? Oh, is that a defeat? That's crazy. Put that on top. Like,
or even better, it's like, oh wait, is
a
that a
Geo
what?
Greymon? A Cordomon? Or option card? Yeah, no, like, it shouldn't have let you, look, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
okay, when, I want to name drop. It's YRG Eli Hill. He like topped with security control, and he made a really good point. He was like that it shouldn't have said reveal the top two. It should have been random or something. It should have been random or something else, because he was like, it shouldn't have let you look at the top two, because that's actually more busted than what you think. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because having that choice is a lot stronger than just recover one. No matter what it is, it's just a better choice. Yes, you have to reveal it to your opponent, but on certain instances, like how we listed, it's the equivalent of, well, what you gonna do?
Yep. And once
Wow.
again,
Like,
and like we actually had occurrence of that on like in certain games where it's just like, okay, it was secret control, and you play like a bond deck.
Yeah.
Oh, bet. That is that a Geo Greymon right there? Oh, bet. Here you go. Have
Just
fun,
plays
man.
that,
I don't.
and I'm like, yeah, like, what do you do? What do you do? You just got to
And,
deal with it.
Not much, fam. Deal.
Yeah, just
and
deal with
the
it.
worst part is about this card too. It gives you 3 memory. 3.
I don't think that's the broken part of it though, because again, it's the 6 cost, right? It's a 6 cost. I feel like they really underestimated how good this card was in general. Because I feel like they shouldn't have made 6 cost memory boost cards so early to
I
begin
mean,
with.
it did. Honestly, I feel like it. My sister did this. They should have did it for a dual color instead of just like one.
Yellow, just yellow, right? But I mean, like, they could see into the future. They were just like, oh, okay, well, this is a cool idea, but this is
Yeah,
why we have restriction lists.
yeah, and also one more thing before we I'll move on to next card. Did you realize that like the last few memory boost cards we've been getting, the one with delays and everything, right?
Yeah,
There has not been another 6 cost. This is the only 6 cost.
that's why I'm saying it shouldn't have been introduced so early. Like, we don't have
Right,
any other 6 costs.
right, because Bandai realized, oh wait, this is a mistake. Hold on, this is too powerful.
I'm
Hold
glad
on,
we
hold on.
have the restriction list now, but it's like, I don't think this should have been made, because every other one is like 4, 3, 5.
Yep,
Is there a 5? I don't think there's even a 5.
there isn't a
They
5.
went 3 to 6, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's too much power. All right, all
They're
right.
just looking like, whoop.
Next one is Ice Wall. So Ice
Hallelujah.
Wall, through performing, uh, though performing as intended as a defensive card, using it every turn results in a lock situation that negatively impacts the speed of games. The resulting unenjoyable play patterns outweigh the benefits of the card's effect, so we've decided to restrict it to 1 copy per deck. Now, okay, I was right about the idea of people are just not using their brain, playing it no matter what. My biggest complaint about Ice Wall was every time I thought I was using it properly, of I use it when I think I'm going to die, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
I use it before, if I know that you can attack X amount of times and leave me in a worse spot. Um,
Yep.
Other players, I'm not trying to name any names and anything. Other players have just been, is Ice Wall in my hand? Play it. Is Ice Wall in my hand? Play it. And I'm like,
My
oh,
bad.
okay.
Was playing.
Screw me, right? Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, thanks.
Yep.
Like, like, not even at 5 security, people were doing it. Like, it's just, I'm like,
It's
yo, okay,
uh, for me, it's the equivalence of the fact that it's a 1 cost that literally stacks. Because if you
yeah.
have 4 of those, like, and you know what I'm talking about with the whole 4 of those activated in one turn.
Oh yeah, the Oster
Yeah.
combo. Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, we're just calling it that in our small group and everything. So our test play partner Oster, he was on the channel. He was on the Tamer Talk last episode. If you haven't seen that, please go check it out. Haha, shameless promotion. Anyway, he just played like 3 of them in the same turn. And it was just the equivalent of, I can't win now. And it really, really paid off for him, because he just needed 1 more turn to survive to win that game. That he stole, not stole, but he won the best of three because he made
Yes.
that play. So we've been calling
Yeah.
the Oster combo of just stacking all of the ice walls for when you really need it. You
And,
know, because they do stack.
and, and it was equivalent of like, oh wait, Advent, the man, this wall ice is getting bigger, man. It's getting
Man,
bigger.
this wall
Like,
it's really getting
it,
really big.
It's like,
The
wow.
Great Wall is looking like the Great Wall of China. The way it's getting so big.
So that's
like, like you
Oh
look up, you're
man.
just like, wait, I want to kill you though, but and the wall
You
said,
ever want to lose 6 memory for attacking? Like, oh okay, thanks.
you're just like, well,
And now
yeah,
he
evil
security.
laughter.
Like, you want security left though? Like, yes, yes. You want to go in? Like,
there's
no.
there's no one to blame. Maybe I'm the odd one out, and I'm using it with brain cells in my head, right? That's on me, right? For having brain cells and saying that this isn't necessary right now. I'll save it for later. Meanwhile, everybody else, ha you know what I'm saying? Ha. Like it's like, oh
Mhm.
okay. Again, like
And
I just don't understand why people just hard cast it immediately. I saw one dude on stream. He was at 4 security. His opponent had a Gabumon, a Davis, and another Gabumon in the play area. Not even a mat. Not even the opportunity. Like, and I'm not sure. Like they're going to start at 3 regardless, and they couldn't go into bond of friendship. They couldn't kill him. His opponent couldn't kill him. Ice wall. Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks. Like I don't know
and
why. I just didn't understand it. Didn't understand
No
that
I
one
play.
take any damage.
I
Yeah,
feel
just
like a
why
lot of
not?
players right now are just like trying to test out the card to the point just like, okay, well, I see how good this card is. And he's like,
It's a defensive card. What really bothers me is people are like, yeah, no, well, guess like blue's never gonna be meta again. I'm like, oh wait, what are you talking about? We really didn't need the card. This was a win more card, not a we need it. Like, okay,
uh,
for example, right? This isn't as big as a hit as Mega Digimon Fusion is to Liliflu, right?
yeah, no,
Mhm.
no, like, um, and again, the reason why, like he's saying hallelujah and everything like that, on behalf of all the players here that don't play blue as religiously as devs here and Fuki and all the players who play Ice Wall, hallelujah, this card is gone because this
Oh,
thing
okay.
was just equivalence of like, okay, you as a coach, it's like, okay, I have a blocker on the field. This is a free blocker now. Have fun.
Have fun.
You
Like
activated my trap card.
It
I'll play
it
all
did feel like a
three.
trap card. Yeah, I played
it
3 of them.
Literally.
was.
Like, right?
It really was.
It's like I dare
Oh,
you, I dare you, I double dare you. I swear, you swing, I like just like raising fist,
it's
shaking fist at somebody.
We, you
it's
kids.
it's cool. So like,
So
wait,
poopy
wait.
butthole. Just
It's like, wait, you have a board? Oh, that's so cute. Here,
that's
here you
crazy,
go. Like,
bro. What if
like,
you lose 2 every time you swing? That's crazy.
it's like,
And it's
hey,
effective on February 25th and everything. So, by the way, just again, effective February 25th, still legal for nationals. So, just, enjoy it while you can. And also, sorry if you lost a round in nationals because of Ice Wall. They fixed it later on. Oops, deal with it, right? You better have Madoki Betamon, you better have Gazimon, you better have Chubon, you better have Terriermon. There's a way out of it for the for the security effect. There's a way out of it. You might want to put them to 2 instead of 1 if they were at 1. Just saying, right? Just put them at 2, or like literally just increase those cards ratios by 1.
Forewarning,
Um,
just a little forewarning, little tip.
just a little tip for not wanting to pass to your opponent's turn when you are attacking security. Make sure that you have a few of those you can't gain memory rookies, right?
yeah,
And like again, my biggest thing is I didn't understand why Ice Wall was replacing Hammer Spark. Well, now you can't, so you might as well play both now.
Mhm.
I still think I think people think I'm a weird blue player. I still had Hammer Spark in a lot of my decks in the future because I still thought the idea of having potentially 8 Hammer Sparks in security, right? Well, technically 5. I can't recover in blue, but you know what I'm saying, right? Potentially having 8 chances to have Hammer Spark in security was better than nothing. But people were just like taking Hammer Spark out. And I'm like, well, they're both completely different in the sense of they complete a different purpose for blue decks and everything. But hey, maybe I'm crazy. And then effective on April 2022, at the time of BT8's pre-release, Save Your Huckmon will be reduced to one, restricted to one. And the main reasoning is decks that use this card with BT6 Jesmon have dominated metagame for longer than anticipated, greatly limiting viable decks in red. For this reason, we decided to restrict this card to one copy per deck. I
Yeah.
don't know how I can
So
justify it outside of that. I know
so
they gave a reason, but
so I can actually explain why this card was hit to this in this part degree. Um, this card got hit so far to this degree. To go a little more in depth with the reason they have here. Because
Jesmon's everywhere, no matter
yeah,
what. I mean,
Jesmon's everywhere, but it's also the equivalent of like Jesmon. The reason why Jesmon was so overpowered to the point where it needed to be hit to this degree is two reasons. One is because of the fact that this card immediately initiates a OTK combo that got more consistent throughout time. And the
okay,
problem was that like a lot of red decks couldn't compete with the speed of the fact that
Jesmon could
Jesmon
just restand. Yeah,
gets restand, keep attacking, burn the security,
right.
and then just digivolve the blitz and kill you. It became an OTA combo that most decks couldn't
I
really.
lost to Jesmon recently because it was just swinging for 3 security twice.
Yep.
You know,
And yep. And the other reason why this card was like so overpowered to the point to getting hit like this is because of
mm,
the fact that also if you notice in Digimon meta games usually a deck that like was considered like tier 0 or higher usually lasts like a format or two because
yeah,
like Bandai released cards that like help other decks compete the same speed and try different decks out to give more strategies to old decks and new decks in this type of way.
right,
This this deck eliminated that factor because of the fact that it got so much power. Like releasing one card gave it the power to stay through for 3 formats
right,
back to back. And it's like, yo, this is really crazy. I can't compete with the fact that Jesmon is just this fast and this powerful
right.
because of one support. And it's like, yeah, I understand why everyone. I understand personally why everyone's upset by the fact that this card got hit. Where we didn't see like, oh yeah, we haven't seen how broken this card is. There's
No, I mean, like,
but
okay, my biggest thing, right, about American players and all that, we haven't seen how broken it is, but if you pay attention to JP, you'll see how broken it is. I get the
Mhm.
fact that some people don't understand that cards need to be get hit because it just does not help the idea of playing Digimon. When people can use an excuse to say, I quit Digimon because of Jesmon, or I quit Digimon because of Sarismon when it wasn't hit and it was tier 0, I quit Digimon because of security control, I quit Digimon because of X, Y, and Z. When you can start saying that because of the decks that are allowed, you can't keep saying, well, we didn't get the card, or we didn't get the card for too long. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Maybe across the world someone had a lot of a harder time against this deck and they quit the game because of it, and of course that looks bad on the company. I get the
Right.
fact that the company wants to sell cards and make more money and all that, and they want you to buy products, but that's not the only reason they have a ban list. In my opinion, that's not the only reason to have a ban list, and that's not a good way to have a ban list or restriction list, is
Right.
to just be like, I need to make money, let's ban and limit certain cards. I don't
Yeah.
think that's the only reason why Bandai is doing this.
Right.
But people, don't cry about spilled milk. Um, People are going to complain about it because they like red, they like Jesmon and everything. But the
Right.
bigger thing about this is you're not hearing me or Infusion complain about Ice Wall. You're not hearing us complain about Reinforced Memory Boost. We
Yeah.
understand that those cards are kind of busted.
Yeah.
We're
Because
just
like it's
being
one.
honest, right?
Yeah, and it's supposed to like here's the thing. Like Dev just said, I'm a yellow and red player. I understand that we need cards like these to like keep going and keep competing with like newer decks like that. I
Right.
understand that. But saying that I was like, you gotta also understand that like Jesmon survive so long
Right.
that like if you play another card game, like say like Yu-Gi-Oh or even Pokemon, and a deck survived this long, you're gonna see a lot of players leaving the game because they can't beat that one deck. Like I
Without
just
playing.
People thought Lord Nightmon was tier 0 because they didn't know how to beat it. So you're telling me that, like, that's what really gets me.
Yep.
I did not consider Lord Nightmon tier 0.
I didn't either.
There
I really
is a
didn't.
small group in the community, and even, well, it didn't help that there were some YouTubers that had clickbaity thumbnails. So like, is this deck tier 0? But again, Lord Nightmon was considered tier 0 by a few people because they could not beat it at all. I'm not sure how. I guess they didn't have a yellow player to really help them in general. I'm only assuming. I don't
You're
know.
welcome.
Right?
Mhm.
No, I had to help Oster because I was playing Lord Nightmon. He still couldn't beat it, and I was like, oh, "Listen, bro, look
Yep.
at this, and this." Right? No, it's like, it's Digimon is a lot. It's a lot easier said than done. But if you like read their cards and not just ignore what they're doing and pay attention to their play patterns, it's easier said than done. But I
Yep.
haven't witnessed tier 0 ever since Sarismon wasn't banned, because
The
when
only
you told me, when
yeah,
Mafusion told me and was like, "Hey yo, I can never win with my red deck against your green deck. It doesn't matter what I do." That's when I was like, "Oh, hey man, you're right." Like,
and it's one thing too. Like okay, Sarismon definitely what that definitely had potential, and Argomon was definitely tier 0.
yeah,
There's no contesting that.
Mhm.
But Jesmon is also near that same category because of the fact that
yeah.
that
You ever just
survived for
OTK?
so long.
And
Yeah.
ever just OTK in one turn because you were able to just unsuspend and swing for a crap ton of security, right?
Yep.
I
Um,
had,
yeah,
And, and again, I'm a red player. I understand that like yeah, we break a lot of times in red decks, so is every red color. But the problem is here that this deck is just like
too
oh I
consistent.
see pieces. Good luck.
right.
Hmm.
And I feel like, no, sorry for all the viewers that are here thinking that we're about to go crazy and have all the hot takes in the world. We've had roughly like a lot of hours to think about this. We're coming at this with a level head. We're not trying to cause drama. We're not trying to be funny about this. We're competitive player. I'm a competitive player first, YouTuber second. And that's what I really hope that you guys understand with this discussion. We are keeping a level head. We're not trying to joke around. We're being honest. If
Yep.
you don't agree, oh well, it's still restricted. And if you don't agree with being restricted, I guess you got to play something else, right? Like, sorry, if we're in an official tournament and you play this at 4, I'm calling judge. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, there's no ifs,
Hmm.
ands, or buts about it. Um,
Exactly.
Last one is Eismon from BT7.
Hmm.
The reasoning was using Eismon and Eismon scatter mode in tandem makes it easier than anticipated to cycle through your deck while playing Digimon to your battle area for free. Therefore, we've decided to restrict this card to 1 copy per deck. Okay, so Eismon's effect is when you trash this card from your hand using one of your effects, if Eismon scatter mode is in your trash, you may play this card without paying its memory cost. And
Yep.
also, your turn, for each Eismon scatter mode in your trash, this Digimon gets 2000 DP. What matters more, to me at least, is the fact that it's purple. Restricting it to 1
Hmm.
doesn't mean I'm never going to see it again. And
Exactly.
it being able to be at a higher number was the equivalent of, yes, people can spam it,
Yeah.
but
And
now it takes a little bit more to spam it. Now you
Hmm.
yep.
need to jump through hoops, but purple can do that.
Yeah.
Sucks to
And
suck, it's a common.
yep.
It's not going to break the bank, and it's not even out in the
Exactly.
end yet.
Yeah.
If anything, it just leaves more room for other techs and combos.
Yep.
Right.
And and like before
About to
like
go to
people like
scatter mode right quick.
um uh,
Go ahead.
All right.
and like before like people I hop in and
Be like, you're
and
wrong. Like, yo, I mean,
yep.
like, you're wrong.
Yep.
Like, okay.
Scatter mode
Wrong.
is the equivalent of like
On deletion, it has on deletion draw 3, and then
it,
trash 2 cards in your hand, right? So,
yep.
right? Ice Mon Scatter Mode, it has a play cost of 4, Digivolves from a level 3, for 2. Has 4,000 DP. Eismon literally turns. If you have 4 of these in your trash and all that, what does Eismon become? 5, 6, 7,
Um,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13? Wait, no, wait. Am I wrong? 13,000?
hold on. So 5,000 times 8,000. Almost 8,000. Yeah, that's 13.
Yeah, so it can
That's
be
13.
it can be stronger. It can be
No,
stronger than certain level 6 purple Digimon.
And it's a
um,
level 4.
It's a level 4 that can outpower certain other level 6 purple Digimon because some level 6 purple Digimon are only 11.
yeah. And and the part about this card is actually like kind of broken is like two things that people are forgetting about because I know I saw earlier a lot of people were complaining about Ice Scatter Mode. Oh,
Uh-huh.
not Scatter Mode, sorry, Ice in general, like getting banned. There are
Yep.
two things people are forgetting about.
It's
One,
purple.
purple Lilith Loop with this card
Yeah.
is insane.
You ever just
Have you ever
cycle through your
seen
deck?
have, have you ever seen a Lilithmon get played on turn 2 in Lilith Loop? Have you ever seen that?
You
Oh,
ever
jeez.
just like because there's so many ways to kill it, and it's 4,000 DP, right? Scatter mode
Yeah.
can die whenever. But again, having an Eismon with 13,000 DP as a level 4, that just spells just a lot of toxic gameplay in my opinion. Because
Yeah.
now it's the equivalent of yes, you just cycled all the way to do your long combo. Because Lilithmon for set 7, Lilithmon went from like slow to extremely fast because of this combo.
Yes.
Oh well, I still feel like Lilith Loop got hit so hard, but
They
I
did.
don't
Mm.
disagree with
And
limiting it to 1. If it was
yeah.
banned, I would be upset.
And also, there's another thing too that people are forgetting about when it comes to this card.
Hmm.
Does anyone remember the new mechanics coming out? In set 8 called Joggers.
Oh yeah, you're right. Now
Mm.
if I
Um,
discard it and I have like Mastermon, right,
yep.
I can just Digivolve to level 5 immediately, right?
Yep. And not just him. It's not just her. Does anyone remember Chimeramon? And his little ability that says, "Oh, attach any source you want from your trash under this,
Right.
and DP reduction for every source you have."
You wouldn't attach Eismon. Oh, you
No.
mean you would just use it as a Digivolution target? You mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You take an Icemon and let's say a blocker, make that the Chimeramon and say, oh, by the way, let's kill your Digimon. Allow me to attach let's see, what's a broken Digimon evolution source for purple? What's a broken one?
I'm not about to go on that. It's a lot of future stuff that's broken,
Yeah.
not right now. We don't
Yeah,
have to give that detailed of an example. It's a
right.
it's a combo that got shut down before we could actually do it. But again, I don't know how severe purple needed to get hit with a bat. You know,
True.
like
Yeah, I
I
don't
purple
think it is
feel like
down.
it feels like purple got hit with a bat. Like
We got curb stomp, bro. They
dude,
got
no,
make
like
these.
for real, like it feels like purple can't have nothing. Like purple can't have nothing. Well,
They
black
play
can't
with
have nothing.
domes.
I'm sorry, black can't have nothing.
Oh, black. That's different. They just weren't built
They weren't
right.
built right. Yeah, no, I mean like black can't have nothing, but it feels like every time purple is just like, hey yo, what's how y'all doing over there? And then they just get the brass knuckles, oh, like just punches him. Right? What are y'all doing in here? Like what? What? Why? Why are you punching me?
I like your cut, G.
It just punches
Just
him like
straight to the back of the neck.
decks him in the
yo
jaw, right?
yo, I'm trying to
Not
remember.
even neck, just jaw.
Wait, wait, hold on. I'm trying
Jaws
to remember
up.
a scene. Uh, like a funny scene with this because you can make this into a bandless meme. Honestly,
Right.
you can make it into a bandless meme. I'm trying to think of a scene where this could come in handy for
We'll
that
figure it out
purpose.
later.
Yep.
My
Uh,
people will call your people.
We'll figure. Lilith Loop can still be good, but it's like it needs a lot, and now you really need to know how to pilot the deck, right? Like I just
Yeah.
realized this now. It's not. It doesn't kill the idea. It just basically makes it really slow, a lot slower than it was. It was ramping up and going from 0 to 100, but it's like
yep.
now it's like okay, well you're still slow, but people are still gonna play you, but now I'm wondering if it's going to fall off the face of the earth like Sarismon did, because like this is what happened to Sarismon. Sarismon has never been played ever again in a
Yeah.
competitive sense.
Yeah.
Ever
Like after
since both
5,
Argomon level 5 and Hidden Potential Discovered got hit.
yeah, Honestly, I feel like Lilithmon is a little different Ceresmon for that, because like remember, Lilithmon's also a
Mhm.
fan service card.
Yes.
So
And I
so
mean, like, you got to think about it, right? If you do use win rate 60% and all that, if you didn't use Lilithmon's effect, then it only costs 2 to digivolve into a Zord. So I don't think it's the equivalent of, like, you know, oh, it's a lost cause, Lilithmon's gone forever. No, you actually just need to know how to play purple more than usual.
geez, a card game that aspires skillful play instead of just
Brain
um
dead,
yep.
brain dead actions, and, yeah, no, seriously,
Wow, that's so impossible. Like on my Fookie and Dev, do you guys believe that's possible?
right?
Nope.
Dang, man, I didn't even know that. But
When
yeah,
we're playing
no,
card
Mega Fit, y'all play card games? That's crazy.
games.
Yeah. uh, yeah, the first ever banned card is Mega Digimon Fusion. RIP my Shoutmon deck. Anyway, I can only
Hey,
play my Shoutmon deck for a limited amount of time, baby.
again, I do not blame him for doing this. I really don't, because this card was actually crazy.
It's it's
I think a
fair.
lot of these cards
My
work.
Shoutmon deck can swing like 3 times for security attack +4 by going into Mega Digimon Fusion, and I usually win if I use Delicate Plan immediately beforehand too. So I
Yep,
can't complain. Just saying, can't complain.
and as I was supposed to say, it's like too, like, well, basic, um, well, like, basic one, Amimon. We'll
Mhm.
see you next time, man. I'll pray for you to come back, man. But until then, have fun in the afterlife.
Right. And
Question.
yeah. Oh, what's going on, man?
So for the ban lists, they've always my bad, I can't speak. They've always done just one card or just straight ban, which is Mega Fusion. Do you think they'll ever just reduce them out? So like instead of playing four of a card, you
Oh,
can
you mean
only
like a
play
limited
three?
restriction, or do you mean like
Yeah,
a partial restriction?
yeah,
I don't know.
like a semi restriction kind of
I
deal.
I feel like it can happen because like honestly, my opinion about this for Digimon in general for doing lists like that, it's going to depend on how much a player online player base has adapted to the way that the game changes over time.
Okay.
Because right now it's like, oh man, the game has been have been staying in the same format for a hot minute. The only thing that changed is really a ban list or like releasing new promo cards that like
Right.
make the format different from what happened in Japan. And it's gonna be like now just be like up to Bandai and the players to say like, hey, you know what? This is a different format. This is a whole new thing. How can we adapt to it? And then
I've
based off of
seen
that, they
people
might.
say that too, and I agree. It really does depend on us as players to actually go up to them and be like, "Hey, yo, stop." Um, but
Chill.
in all that, I don't disagree with any of this except Eismon, because I feel like that's a wombo combo of why the deck was already nerfed because you said screw Mega Digimon Fusion. The only thing I legitimately disagree with is Eismon, and not because I think the combo of, is a not a bad thing and all that. No, I disagree with Eismon being hit because you already hit Mega Digimon Fusion and banned it outright.
I feel like when they're making this list, they didn't think about Loop. They were thinking about
Purple,
Mastamon. One.
Purple, and
Yep.
Mastamon. They were thinking about
Yeah.
Mastamon and Orphanimon, right? It
Yep.
feels like,
Because yeah,
and they
yeah.
were
This
just like,
card.
screw it, Lilithmon Loop is going to get hit regardless, right? But it's like, Um, eventually, it will, if it ever gets to that point where it's to the point where even competitive players are like, yo, why? Then I feel like we're going to get to that point of actually trying to beg Bandai to separate our ban list and restriction list from each other. And I don't disagree with that. I just disagree with the idea of EN players just saying, well, this deck's dead, and not trying to actually play the deck, or not even playing that color and just saying this deck's dead and this deck's dead and this deck's dead. I'm like, okay, hold on. Some of these hot takes are going a little bit too far and everything. How do I say this? I don't want to be like a downer, right? But like, I like hot takes. They're funny, yes. But like, some people don't know how to take hot takes as a joke. Does that make sense, guys? Like, I don't want to be
Yeah.
like, I hate hot takes, right? No, no, no. I just feel like some people don't know how to actually take them as the jokes that they are.
Mhm.
I feel like is a good portion of the community that take hot takes extremely seriously and will like crucify somebody, right? You know, like actually be like, yo, no, like, you know, like you're canceled or something. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Not you're
Mhm.
canceled,
I get what
but
you're saying. I get
Our
what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah.
our community, our Digimon community has grown to a community where it's like there are a lot of fun aspects of it, but there's also a lot of times where like players just don't just like, expect so much out of the game that like they expect everyone to take it either super seriously or super fun,
Right.
and no,
And there's no like middle ground. I'm like, yes, there is a middle ground. Like there
there should
is a
be.
middle ground. It doesn't have to be extreme this way or extreme that way. It can just be like, oh, I can play competitively, but I just like playing the card game. And I feel like it's like, no, this is casual. No, this is competitive. Like that's not how card games are, in
No.
my opinion. At least Digimon, that's not how Digimon is. It
Yeah.
isn't just you can if you don't play if this deck gets banned or this deck gets limited, it's just a bust. You can't do anything, right? That's not how Digimon was built.
Yep. And case in point of devs here, playing Ceresmon Green after deck got hit and still top with it.
Well, people weren't expecting it. I blame that. I blame that one on people weren't expecting it. But yes, yeah, no, like I was able to still top with Argomon being at 1, as well as Hidden Potential being at 1. I think it was a fan made tournament with roughly 40 players. I can't remember exactly, but I was able to top. I didn't win, so but it was the equivalent of like I still
It,
was able to do good. And it
yeah.
surprised a lot of people because they're like, "How did you?" They're like, well, my cards do this,
Mhm.
regardless of if this card is at 1 or not. My cards still do this. Like,
And
They
it's one
do
thing,
these things.
I do
and it's one thing
these.
like um
These.
like people can argue say like, oh yeah, like it wasn't regional, so it doesn't count. But it's like no, that there's no regionals existing. That's still a pretty big deal to top
It
with
was
it.
still really important. Like, I agree with them hitting stuff prematurely only because they didn't want Sarismon to be tier 0. They didn't want people to quit the game. A lot of this is in the idea of I don't want someone to quit Digimon because they can't beat this deck. And that's the mentality that Bandai is in. And I'd rather they be in this mentality rather they be instead of the mentality of we need to make money, ban this, and this.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know,
proof that Bandai does care about their game. They do care about Digimon, and that's something I do love about
has
Digimon.
any other
Like
company explained why they've made these decisions before, or
Dragon, okay, well actually,
other than Bandai?
other than Bandai, so Pokemon I think
Explain
did that.
their
Yeah,
decisions, like
I
a small
think they
paragraph.
did. Yeah, I think they did. I don't know about Magic. Yu-Gi-Oh
Hmm.
does not. I know if Yu-Gi-Oh does not.
Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't. Yu-Gi-Oh does. Konami doesn't care. Konami be
It's
like,
Konami.
deal with it, and they be like, but why did you do this? I don't know.
Deal
What?
with it.
Konami makes me feel like they're just a pimp.
I
Like, you know what
mean,
I'm saying? Like some ban lists
Yeah.
I think are just unreasonable for Konami. And they just be looking at people like, you'll figure it out. What do you mean I'll figure it out? Why did you hit this? Like,
And then they wait too long for their meta cards like to ban them and everything, and half their player base is like gone, and they're like, "All right,
yeah,
oh, okay, now I've got to fix
time
it
to get rid of it."
because yeah.
Yep, we gotta fix this now.
Or it'll
no,
be like, I
you're
remember
right.
someone was saying that like a structure that came out, and there's like that structure that came out conveniently in time for the ban list to hit one of the cards that what.
Yep, that would have killed it. Yep,
Oh
yep.
man, I was like, man, that's convenient.
Hmm.
That's actually exactly right.
I,
That's
I
usually
can only make passing comments on it because Mafusion is the only one in here that actually plays Yu-Gi-Oh at a competitive level. By the way, so
Yo.
yep.
in a
Yeah, he does.
Um,
competitive level, do you play where you're at now in a competitive level?
yeah,
Fluky,
yeah.
Fluky, no, Fluky.
Oh,
I thought he said no.
No, I didn't say no. I said, hey, I
Hey,
used to.
wait a minute! Don't count me out. Like,
yeah.
wait a
He's
Uh-huh.
minute.
Easy
I
punch
used
my
to.
training partner. My training partner. My bad.
All right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna punch you
yeah. Yes, I know how to play Yugi Mans.
then. It sounds familiar.
You know,
Pegasi,
I play Pegasi face down
in my turn.
in my turn.
My
Could you
plays.
imagine how lame a turn that would be?
Dude,
Not
how it
even a
used to
trap
be,
card or
man.
spell card. You just like put a monster card face down defense position, and I'm done.
Nah, I'm a
That was
scooper extraordinaire. Don't draw my cards. Oh,
Don't draw for turn. Just play something face down, and I'm done.
But you could have attacked. I'm done.
No, I'm done.
and
That's the
they,
level of Yu-Gi-Oh player I am. Just make off the wall decisions for no reason.
I set a card pass, and someone else be like, go ahead and beat me, man. I dare you." Like,
I dare you to beat me, right? I'm not
okay,
even
bet.
going to question why if I lost. You know, it's going to be really simple.
Okay, bet. Full board. Have
This
fun,
full
man.
board, have fun, dog. Like, yeah, you're right. No, like seriously, like that's the level of Yu-Gi-Oh player I will be. Make you question if I actually play Yu-Gi-Oh or not, and then I'll just like sneak away with a fake mustache. I'll twirl it and like walk away back to Digimon, right? Like,
Put on the boiler hat too.
yeah, no, yeah, you know,
People-
just put on a hat that looks like it's like 5 centuries too late to be in fashion. Like, where'd you get that
He's
hat
got a
from? The Stone
pocket
Ages.
watch.
Like, no,
Put on
not
a
even that.
pocket
That's
watch.
fashionable sometimes, in my opinion. A pocket watch.
True.
It's like
True.
hipster fashion.
No, you're right. It gives
I'll
me.
have a sundial in my pocket
Oh God,
of what
no.
like
Oh
a
God, not the
stone
sundial.
sundial. Like, why is there a
Sacrifice this
brick in your?
beautiful.
No, this is not a brick. It's my watch. Is that a sundial?
he, uh, he wonders why he's got
A
a
limp?
really dislocated shoulder every 5 minutes. Like, oh, this is normal.
Don't worry, this is normal. I just got a sundial. No, they're wondering why I'm walking with a limp because the stone sundial is making it harder for me to walk.
Dragging him down.
Yeah.
Uh,
Before we get off like all off topic and everything, that was Tamer Talk. We went over a few of the X record BT9 leaks as well as the ban list. Sorry if you were expecting a lot of cursing or just exaggerated responses. We're very, very serious about the competitive state of Digimon, and we want it to go even further. So we're not going to get the most. We're not going to give the most over exaggerated, like this is terrible and all that stuff. No, it's not. Yes, that
we have
deck might not be
standards
C. We have standards. We're not like the other YouTubers.
here. We have standards. We live in a society.
We live in a society. They have like Joker memes on the screen right now. Like, but yeah, we thank you guys for sticking with us and making it all the way to the end of the Tamer Talk. Thanks again for dropping by. We hope you guys have a nice night. Peace.